This wedding season, we noticed a little bit of a trend that it was definitely more popular to get a smaller cake and then cupcakes or desserts on the side versus a bigger 3-tier cake like this one that could be big enough to serve all of your guests. So the majority of our weddings this year were single tiers or 2 tiers and then a bunch of other stuff with it. So I was excited to see a 3-tier on our list for this week. Bigger cakes are definitely more stressful to decorate and deliver and set up for a wedding, but I just feel like they just make such a statement at a wedding versus just a smaller little cake on a table that kind of gets lost with other desserts. But if I'm a guest at a wedding, I do love walking up to a dessert bar, so I see both sides. And dessert bars or cupcakes are just definitely a lot more practical to serve guests than having someone committed to cutting a whole cake. This bride had given us a few inspiration pictures to go off of, kind of combining one cake that had the spatula flowers and then one that had an initial detail on the middle tier. And every time I do spatula flowers, especially going off an inspiration picture, sometimes it just feels like you're trying to replicate someone else's handwriting. The more you do spatula flower cakes, you kind of just get your own little rhythm of the flowers that you like to do. So then when you're trying to do a different look, it just doesn't feel as natural sometimes. I don't know, maybe that's too niche and only another cake decorator would understand that, but it just feels weird sometimes. I don't know. Luckily, this one was a little more abstract and more just kind of petal looking, so it felt a lot more natural to replicate that one. Piping initials on the front of a cake like this is so stressful because you literally get one shot to make it right, and if it's not right, you're pretty much messing up that entire tier. So I got lucky on this one, and I think it really just tied the design all together.